Welcome back to Takabola Gaming. My name is Takabola. Today we're continuing our run on Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom, finishing up Kaiba's campaign with the mission Dark Spirit. Let's go. We have arrived at the center of the computer mainframe. It's not much further you can face or chase Scott. So this one, again, no one's attacking you. You have to attack them. Scott is sitting here. This team is level 45, 50, and 45. And unlike any other team in the game, this one does not scale. That is what it will be every single time. No items, no specials, low action points. He is weak. Story-wise, that is a part of the story. The rest of these teams, though, they will scale. Up here we have a polymerization team with the Magnet Warriors. So you want to deal with them accordingly. Down here we have 3 Kuribos, all with the item multiply. These are not to be underestimated. In this first run you probably can get away with it, but the second time definitely not. Over here we have basic insect, which is pretty much the exact same concept. Here, and all of them have laser cannon armor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize, what you have to do is bring them out here and have them go around. So I want to utilize Bones and then the 2 that did not get anyone or any chance to do anything in the last one. Because I think they're strong teams, they can get things done. And we're going to have Bones come over here. We'll have Shiju take out the Kuribos, and we're going to have Labyrinth Ruler just get around this. And there's actually a little bit of an extension here. If you get to about here, anywhere around, it kind of like sucks it in. So you want to avoid that. You can defeat Scott. No problems, but defeating the rest of it, not the easiest. Another thing, you do not want to use Kaiba or Yugi against Scott. Certainly not in the first round. Maybe later, but certainly not in the first round. So I think that I am going to just get them in position, and then I'm going to go ahead and attack Scott. I think that's fine. Mokuba, I doubt you can take him out. Weevil maybe could. Let's try Weevil. Let's try Weevil. Because one thing I've not done really is fight Scott before fighting the other ones, because I know I have to fight the other ones. So we'll set up. All right, here we go. I must say I admire your persistence. I never expected anyone to make it this far. I'm tired of your stalling. Turn off this machine now. It's too late. It doesn't matter what you do now. There's no way to stop the Dark Spirit. Dark Spirit? You heard me. I built this computer to summon the ancient powers of darkness, and it will be here any minute now. It will devour your strong duelist souls and take over the entire world. You were all chosen by me to be tributes to the darkness. Ha 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 ha. You should feel honored. Enough. Tired of this nonsense. There's no dark spirit. It's nothing more than an ancient superstition. Kaiba, you of all people should know that my inventions are more than they seem. This is not just some game or simulator. It's a trap. A chain to bind my tribute to the dark spirit. This machine is linked to your souls, and it controls all your senses. The dark spirit will come from the darkness found within the human heart. Scott's gone completely nuts, brother. I can hear it now. A power unlike any other. It's coming. It's coming. It's time for you to give me your souls. It only hurts at the very beginning. After that, you'll be at peace. That's it. I'm not listening to any more of this nonsense. I'll shut this machine off myself if I have to. And here we go. Weevil versus Scott. Again, not a horrible team, but not the strongest team in the world, and he's done nothing to strengthen it. He's completely drunk on the power of summoning this dark spirit, and that's all he cares about. So he just keeps retreating in further and further and further. We should be able to knock this team out pretty quickly. Guard. Well, that's a party pooper. Well, there's no point in wasting attacks. Let's move on to the one that didn't guard. That's a pretty easy thing to do. Alright. And where are we? I'm glad we get to move 3 times in a row, and we missed. Of course we did. Of course. Alright, so that one at least attacked. That one attacked too. But we're so low now, we might as well, action points. I think it's worth it to try and knock out the 2 action points to change back. Try and get that done. Because if we can attack 2 times in a row, we can get that done. And that would be very beneficial. Extremely. There we go. Good. And if we can attack once more, maybe? Possibly? Oh, we got the attack. Feels wrong to attack the one that only has 100 points left with a perfectly ultimate Great Moth, but it's the one that's turn came up, so we will do it. We have plenty of action points, plenty of damage left to finish off this last one. Even if he guards, we can break the guard and still get it done. Not concerned at the moment. Now miss a couple more times and we'll get concerned, but if there is the guard, we'll just break it. Not a problem. Assuming this doesn't miss. Famous last words. There we go. And now we should be able to finish it off pretty easily. And there we go. Victory. And that's it, we win! Not really. Oh, we've got another action point. That's even better. The thing is, you can win just pure up if you're strong enough, if you've gotten enough items in a well-built team, but we're not set up for that. We don't want to. Gwah! There's nothing you can do to stop it now. The dark spirit is almost here. All I wanted to do was offer you as tribute painlessly. The darkness knows no mercy. It will devour your souls ruthlessly. Not even I can guess how painful that will be. You will live just long enough to regret the fact that you were not defeated by me. What a waste. Indeed, it is unfortunate to lose such a convenient pawn. Even if he was more than a little crazy, I could have used him for something else. And now you must pay for interfering with a minion of the darkness. Who are you? Does it matter? What good does it do for the cow to know the name of the butcher? It's still going to end up as steak. I love that line. This place is actually quite nice. It'll make a nice stepping stone to the outside world. All I need to do now is wait to finish materializing. I might as well eat you while I wait. Let's see. Which minion should I summon forth? Slifer the Sky Dragon, I summon thee. What? That's right. Egyptian god cards. They are here. They are the final battle. Now, this one here in the first campaign that you play, and by the way, it's straight up, it's almost impossible, if not impossible, to stop this fight from coming. This first one, it will be level 1 in this first campaign that you play, so it's not the hardest it can be, but 8,700 health points, 8,200 attack and defense, 11 action points is still incredibly strong. This one also has Thunderbolt summons, which all the Egyptian God cards do have a special that attacks all enemies. This is the only one that reduces attack, and in fact greatly reduces attack, making it my favorite one out of the ones to use and the hardest one to go up against. Hopefully he doesn't use that too much here. There is, however, no healing items, so you can kind of pound on it and wither it down. However, there is a story point for forcing you to go after the other ones, and that has to do with his healing, so we'll see if indeed there is some damage to it. And if I get too close to knocking it out, we're definitely going to feature the other attacks, so not allow it to get too close. Thunder Force Wave. I think it's a regular attack. Yeah, red medicine. I want the Great Moth to attack as many times as it can. As long as it's at full power. As long as we don't face that Thunderbolt summons. Special attack. There we go. So, did you miss again? No. But you can see, like, it's not impossible to win this, and especially if he doesn't use his special. Oh, that wasn't good. I'm not expecting to live, but it would help if you didn't miss. Did some damage. There we go. He guarded. Well, we have to wait the guards. We're not breaking 8,200 defense, that's for sure. Glad he's not using his special. It's kind of foolish not to, because you would reduce my attack. I think that you respawn your teams that you lose, but I'm not overly certain because, again, there's no timer. So, we'll see. I mean, thanks for guarding it out. Kind of foolish to waste all those action points. Weevil's gonna live this. You can go back for healing. I kind of want to give Kaiba the killing blow, and certainly this is now a point where you can bring Kaiba in. Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a lot of guards. You've got an Egyptian god guard. Don't guard. Knock me out. Alright, so 2 more attacks here. Really going to lower him down. Obviously, it's a loss in the end because it's Hercules Beetle and all that damage, but yeah. I think without Hercules Beetle dying, this is a closer fight. We were down to 2,300 already. Not bad. Not bad at all. Normally there's dialogue, I thought. But basically, he's getting power. I think healing power from these various places. So if you knock those out, it weakens him somehow. I'm not overly sure how. Let's go down here to Kaiba and pull Kaiba out and get him ready. Figure out who's going to be first. I'm going to bet it's going to be Labyrinth Ruler who is first. Although Ishizu is going very fast down there in the corner. Still think it's going to be Labyrinth Ruler, but it's going to be very, very close. Come on. Who's going to get there? Who's going to get there? And it is Labyrinth Ruler. So Labyrinth Ruler is going up against the Magnet Warriors. The Magnet Warriors are even weaker than Gate Guardian. They're better to use because they are machines and can get that shock shell. But you can see the health points. They're even weaker. I'm just going to try to knock one of them out. Looks like the middle one's the weakest, so we're going to either knock him out or knock him down to where he's using that polymerization early. Standard strategies, but not a great start to miss. Unlike Blue Eyes White Dragon, both the Gate Guardian and the Magnet Warrior you get at different points. So they are going to wind up at different levels. They are not going to be as strong. There will be a weak link. And you will have moments of where one, you're not going to attack all three at once. I'm amazed that I managed to knock that out. You're not going to be able to attack with all three at once. You have different action points on totals on different members of the team. So it's not quite as good, either of these, as the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and obviously the health points are different, but they are fun to use if you wish to use them. It's a little bit difficult on a single run through of the campaign, but if you play back through multiple times, can be done. They're not bad. But I'm not interested in witnessing them just to show you, witnessing the polymerization teams. They will both be featured in my polymerization bonus episode at the end of this whole thing. So you can see them there. I have no interest in showing them all here. Maybe I won't be as successful as I am now in Yugi campaign. I'm going back through these very teams. But that is that. There we go. One down. Very strong team here for Labyrinth Ruler. Alright, so now it's going to be Ishizu there. We've stopped the system's northern bridge. Indeed we have. Now Ishizu will face off against the Karibos. So they're even more dangerous the second time around when they're in the high 70s of a level. But it is no slouch here. Their health points is their greatest weakness. If you can destroy them quickly, that will help. But those special attacks do a lot of damage to everyone on your team. And they are not to be trifled with. Basic Insect does the same thing. I did go ahead and ultimately put Basic Insect away because that health did matter to me as I was trying to use them in my offline. But it is certainly something to be thinking about here. So my goal here was to use this team and use a couple of Power Natures to where we are essentially doing knocking them out in one shot. Particularly Moisture Creature down there knocking them out in one shot. Oh, you only have blue medicines. Okay. Well, you don't need to heal. Not yet. So yeah, like 600 and some odd damage. So this one here, we'll get it to where we will knock up the last two in one attack each. So that's the goal. It is helpful that this is a special attack and uses 2 action points instead of an item. Like, it requires an item, so it could have just been the item. But instead, they made it a special attack. So that's a little bit of a help. Oh, come on. You didn't do enough? You serious? 49 and 70 something. Like, I don't even care. Knock them out. They deserve it. Alright, we're gonna finish it off. And there we go. So yeah, have a plan. 800. Now you do 800. Have a plan. And they are beatable, but if that plan involves some DN Keto and the Cure Masters, that's probably a good thing. It's not the easiest team. Scott's way easier than these sides. And here we go. So the thought process here is I've brought a team in Bones who has one Confusion monster. I don't know for sure if that Confusion is going to get off, but it's going to try. And these guys have a stronger health at 1,086 as opposed to 700, but it's still not incredible amount. So we'll... So yeah, let's see here. We're going to use a special attack, and I don't know if we wind up confusing everyone or even have a chance of confusing for everyone, or if it just does this thing. Nope, it just does this thing. Well, that's fine. That's fine. And they're spreading other damage. I like to see it. I don't like to see him getting 2 attacks in a row. So here's the Insect Fire Cannon. And it does indeed attack everybody. I'm gonna risk it. See if I can't get a couple of attacks in. Here. Knock him out. I know we're down to 238, but I gambled and won there. I get the 2 attacks in a row and utilize them very well. And he does not use a special for his final that wouldn't have done anything. A second crit, though. Come on now. He's leading this fight. But we are going to finish this off. There we go. And that's a victory. And that is certainly something we are enjoying. Alright, so the South Bridge has been shut down. Again, I'm not really sure what that does. If it was healing him, if it was powering him up. We'll check the stats on him here. See if that was what was happening there. I mean, I know they heal on their own. So, yeah, it was powering him up. Because he was at 8,211 action points. And now we're not. Thank you. Not really sure what froze there. But, here we go. I think it may have something to do with my headphones. But yeah, so you can knock him out without dealing with the bridges, but the bridges help to weaken him significantly. Something to think about. And he continues to not use his special, which is mind-boggling. Ow, that was bright. You missed. I accept. I certainly accept. Alright, here we go. So I've got 3 more attacks. He's got 361 power. That's still blinding. I think I'm not going to have to polymerize to get that done. And there we go. Skies clear up. And that is Kaiba's campaign. I think a really good story. It's not the hardest game in the world, but I think it's a really good story. We'll finish it off. There's a long cutscene here at the end. Stay with me, please. Whoa! That's it. We did it. What's happening? The whole place is starting to fall apart. Lots of gold, and we get Slifer's Orb. Seto, wake up. Mokuba. Thank goodness you're awake. We need to hurry. The whole place is on fire. Fire? When I woke up, there were flames coming out of the machine connected to the dual disc. There must have been some kind of trouble. We need to get out of here now. All right. The fire in the sick labs burned fiercely throughout the night until flames engulfed the entire complex. Fire blazed into the morning and destroyed the entire lab, but Kaiba and company escaped relatively unharmed. Various news media reported that an accident in one of the labs had started the fire at SICK. The real truth was buried forever in darkness. Scott Irvine, the architect of this insidious incident, disappeared after he left Kaiba Corporation. No one even knew if he was alive or not. After the fire, SICK closed its doors and went out of business. There was no trace of Scott. What pushed Scott Irvine over the edge and made him embrace the madness? No one knows the answer to that question. However, his final words before he disappeared from Kaiba Corporation might hold a clue. It is inevitable that those who realize the existence of the gods wish eventually to control them. And here you do want to overwrite the data and save. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe back down below. We will begin Yugi's campaign next week, and I hope you will come back for that. See you then.